26th year as the head coach of the Belle Cardinals with a record of 168 wins and 104 defeats. He guided the Cardinals to a state championship just a couple of years ago in 4A, capturing All-State Sugar Bowl Metro Prep High School Coach of the Year honors and statewide honors as well. He played defensive end at Tulane in the late 1970s for Larry Smith. Belle Chase is currently 6-0 and ranked number 6 and climbing in the state in the 4A polls following a convincing 28-6 win over Shaw this past Saturday afternoon. Belle Chase will host Karr in a 9-4A showdown Friday night at Belle Chase. Please give a warm quarterback club welcome to Coach Bob Becnel of the Belle Chase Cardinals. Bob?
Thank you, Ken. Thank you for inviting me here. Thank you for all that you do for prep football. It's an outstanding job that he does year in and year out basis, and really does a great job of promoting prep football. I want to thank our principal for allowing me to be here today, Miss Jimmy Carlone. She's a new principal for us, doing a fantastic job. And it's always nice to be able to have cooperation with the administration. We are very excited about our season. We are off to a 6-0 start. You know, it's a good sign when you get a call from Ken Trahan wanting you to come speak, because that means that you're probably doing pretty good. Last year we didn't get any phone calls. We were 4-6 and kind of took our lumps last year. But I think that was the thing that kind of propelled us for this year. We played a lot of young guys last year. We played a very demanding schedule. We had Franklinton and Salmon back-to-back last year, and a lot of those guys grew up real fast and gained valuable experience in doing so. As Ken said, we are on a good streak right now. We'll talk a little bit about our better players. We have a Mississippi State commitment in Quadri Antoine. He is committed to Mississippi State. He is a safety. We use him as linebacker. We use him as safety. We also have him running the football. And he scored against Shaw the other day, and he also has scored against most teams that we play, because we use him in short yardage situations. He's a heck of a football player. We're also real proud of our quarterback, Aspen Gaines. He was mentioned last week as one of the players of the week. If you would see him in street clothes, I don't think that you would ever guess that he's a 4A quarterback. He's about 5'7", 150 pounds, and he plays with every ounce of it with a big heart. Really does a great job for us. Fantastic athlete, fantastic leader. Also have some good receivers in Farron Jones and Clint Ragus. They did a great job for us on Saturday. Shaw was determined not to let Aspen run as he had done the week before, and you know, Shaw always does a great job of preparing and scouting, and so Aspen had to step up and throw the football really well Saturday, which he did. I also want to tip my hat to our offensive coordinator, Coach Clint Harrison. I think he's one of the finest young offensive minds that we have around. I admire what he does and how he goes about offense and attacks people. He does a great job. Defensively, I think that's been probably our most underrated part of our team this year. As Ken said, I've been there for 26 years, and we've had some good defenses in that span, but I don't know if we've had a better total defensive unit than we have right now. Our front seven are as tough as nails and really play with a lot of pride, a lot of heart. Our defensive coordinator is another young guy who's just fantastic coach, Coach Dennis Skanes. Just a meticulous preparation and really does a great job with those kids and gets them ready to play football. Some of our better players are Jerry Smith, defensive end. He had some of the most tremendous hits the other day against Shaw that I've seen in a long time. And again, Shaw's a tough football team, but they took some licks on Saturday from our guys. Our defensive tackle, Quinlan Carroll, he's going to be a guy that's going to get a lot of notice next year. He is about 6'3", about 220, 240, and he can really play. So we're excited about him. As I mentioned before, Quadri is another one of our good defensive players. And then the other part of our team is our kicking game. I think we're having a few little issues there with our extra point. But I know Coach Jeff Bourgeois, who is our special teams coordinator, is going to get that figured out. But one of our big touchdowns the other day against Shaw, Shaw had a shank punt that we were all yelling, get away, get away, get away, but just so happened it bounced right up into one of our players' hands, and he took off and scored. So it's one of those, get away, score, score, score. It was literally me on the sideline. The kid just did what came naturally to him. The ball bounced up, and he did a great job. So other than our extra point, our kicking game has been really good for us. This week, though, we have Karr. Karr was in the state finals last year. They played Franklinton down to the wire. I thought Franklinton last year was probably one of the best high school football teams I'd seen in a long time. So they went toe-to-toe with them last year. Karr has a number of those guys back. The one person that they didn't have back at the beginning of the year was the quarterback. And they've solved that problem in a big way. You heard him mentioned with the Player of the Week from last week. Putting him at quarterback certainly makes them go. They are dynamic on offense. They are big and physical on defense. We certainly have our work cut out for us. It's going to be a great measuring stick for us. You know, we have a number 6 rated, number ranking in the state this week. We're going to find out if that's where we really belong, because Karr definitely belongs in the top echelon of Class 3. I haven't seen St. Thomas More play, and I haven't seen Breaux Bridge play, but I have seen Karr play. And if they're better than Karr, then 4A is very, very loaded. But we're excited about it. It's at our field. We play Friday night at 7 o'clock, and I know our team will be ready to play. I know they're going to be ready to play. So it should be one great night of high school football at Belle Chase.
Anybody have any questions, just raise your hand and Randy will walk right up to you there.
Your former quarterback, where did he go to college?
He's kind of got the road well traveled. He initially went to Nichols, and then he transferred to a junior college in Mississippi, was there for last year and did a great job. Then he decided he went to Mary Hardin Baylor in Texas, and that's where he's at now. And he's playing quarterback. He's not on the field yet, but hopefully he'll work his way there. But that's where he's at now.
You can talk about being honored, too, by Friday Night Football.
Oh, yeah, and that's a great point. Last week, or the week before, he was honored on Friday Night Football as being one of the top 20 athletes in Louisiana for the 20 years of Friday Night Football, which was just a tremendous accomplishment, but well-deserved, because if you ever got to see him play, he was truly a special player.
Raise your hand.
Anything else? Yes, sir. We have James Wright at LSU. He's a backup receiver. We have Rocky Duplessis, who's at LSU, who's on a lot of the kickoff teams. We have a number of guys up at Louisiana College, and we have some kids out in Texas. So we have a few.
Anyone else? Raise your hand.
Ken, thank you very much again. Thank you.